Yes, guys, I have Maria Tampa Pro Bikini winner. Oh, we got a cat as well, a special guest.
Yeah.
We got, oh, there we go. And also, I can see over her right shoulder, I can see we got a sleeping dog. Over her left shoulder, I can see Olympia qualification ticket. I can see a massive trophy. Maria, how you doing?
I'm feeling great. Thank you. And you?
I'm very well. You must be feeling spectacular because you are obviously Olympia qualified, winning such a major show as well. I mean, look, where do we start with that? Because going into just run me through the 2025 season so far, because a lot of the people who are watching will not be familiar with your journey so far this year. Really keen to hear about when did you start and the shows you've been doing so far.
For this year, I did Chicago and I did Tampa and I won Tampa. So
So,
I'm Olympia qualifier. So I will be doing the Olympia in October.
and I mean, look, the reason why I say that is because there's been other competitors who've gone through five or six or seven shows to qualify for the Olympia. In two shows, you did two of the big shows, Chicago
Mhm.
and Tampa, which has really cemented yourself as a big player in the pro bikini division. So, I guess where I want to start is where did you place again in Chicago?
I ended in third.
Third. So, what was the differences that you made between Chicago and Tampa Pro? Because Tampa was still a very solid
Mhm.
lineup.
Yeah,
So, the
really.
takeaway there is no joke. So, what was the main differences between the two shows?
I was not enough tight in Chicago. It was the first show that I did with my coach Drew. So just to learn each other was also a team. So things totally normal when you're prepping with a new coach. And I was not enough tight. So we lost like maybe 2 pounds for going to Tampa. I was like enough tight. So we were able to carbs up more. So for adding really like a bubbly look. So we just like played a little bit with food. We hire a little bit my cardio between both show and things were done.
So, okay, so there was a 2 pound drop from Chicago to Tampa,
Yeah,
and Chicago was the first show with
yeah,
Drew. Is that right?
yeah, yeah.
So, 2 pound drop, you came in more conditioned for
Mhm.
Tampa. What was the feedback from the judges after the Tampa show?
I need to fill out my arms a little bit more and to grow my leg a little bit more to make sure
Okay.
that I'm really balanced top from bottom.
So is that enough time to do both of those leading into Olympia, which is only 7 weeks away?
I think it's enough time because there's not a lot of change. Like
Yeah.
we can grow a little bit more like arms and then grow a little bit more like legs. It's nothing crazy. They don't want me to add like 5 pounds of muscle. They
Yeah,
just
yeah.
want a little bit more. And I can also play with posing, of course. Like I can like turns out my feet a little bit more to spread my quads a little bit more on back pose. We can always play with posing. It's the beautiful thing about posing. We can play for display our physique the way we want to show it. So I think we would be pretty good with what we need to do. So I'm pretty confident.
Amazing. Okay, so look, we've got to look towards the Olympia now because qualified like that big ticket that admin won next to that huge trophy, it states you're Olympia qualified. This, it's gonna be a huge show. We're
Mhm.
expecting what 70 plus
Yeah,
bikini
around. Yeah,
pros.
yeah.
That's a big show. So
It's insane.
talk to me then about the goals going into the Olympia because you're up against girls who've all either yeah, who basically all have won a pro show to qualify. So these
Mhm.
are the best of the best, which
Yeah.
you are part of. You are part of the best in the entire world. So what's the goal going into Olympia in 7 weeks' time?
My dream goal is to do the final. So I want a top 10. But I will be extremely happy with the top 15. Like adding a ranking will be awesome. Totally awesome. And I placed in the top 20 in 2022. So being 15 will be a great upgrade, but being the top 10 will be the cherry on top of the Sunday. So will be it's my goal dream to be the top 10. I think it's achievable, but it's a judged sport. So we need to see on October 11th, our girl will show. So one thing at a time.
So I spoke to Jordana Lee the other day.
Yeah.
We had the
Mhm.
interview go out, and she placed 10th in 2023, ninth in 2024, and now she wants to get that top five. Similar to
Mhm.
yourself, you've been in the top 20, and now you want to break
Yeah.
into the top 15 as a minimum. That would make you very happy. Top
Yeah.
10 is an added bonus. Jordana spoke about the fact that she believes there's nobody in the bikini lineup that has something better than her. She feels she can surpass everybody. When you look at your competition, especially those girls who are currently in the top 10 at the Olympia, do you feel you bring anything to the stage which will give you the opportunity to surpass them, to maybe even break into that top 10?
I will not necessarily use the word surpass them because we are a big mix of beautiful structure. Okay. We are all awesome at that point. We are all crazy insane physique. But I think that I have that crazy insane physique that can mix in that top 10. I will not necessarily say surpass them because we are all great. But I do think that I have the abilities and the physique to be mixed in that top 10.
I think that's exactly where your confidence level should be. You should feel confident that if you were in a lineup with other girls who've been in the top 10 or top 15, that you will be able to hold your own in a lineup with other girls. It won't be like, oh, this one looks like the odd one out. No, you cement yourself there to
Yeah.
be to be judged fairly and correctly next to other girls who you feel, yes, we are all good enough to compete against each other, and whoever gets that higher placing gets it because in the end they're the best on the day.
Yeah.
So we talked about the Olympia, and you talk about like top 10 is the goal. Um,
Yeah.
in that lineup, are are there any certain girls that you would really want to go head to head with in a call out that would really kind of like allow to showcase you at your very best? I'm looking at some of the girls that may have already been in the top 10 that always has always been in that position year on year out. Is there anybody that you would love to have the opportunity to stand next to?
I did have the opportunity to stand like against Ashley Kay, against Lauralee in 2022. So I've always been mixed with top girl. Last year I did the girl power last year and I got second to Ashley Kay.
Yeah.
So I've already been mixed up against those girls. This is why I know that I can be in that top 10, but it's regardless on that day who show up and how girls show up because just a night go can be worse for a girl. Like we never know. Like Jordan say, like her period came in like the day prior Texas, I think. So we never know. We are girl and sometimes our body can be a little bit freaky. So we never know. But like I know that I can do great, that I have a great structure, a great physique, that my presentation is super like simple but pretty. I don't like to like overdoing things like when with posing. And I do know that my presentation is it's great. So I can see myself in the top 10. Totally.
So I want to look at something off the stage now. No longer on the stage. I want to talk about off the stage. What do you do as as a full-time role? What's your occupation away from being a professional bikini athlete?
I'm a paramedic.
Okay, I mean, this is what who did I speak to the other day? I did an interview and oh my God, I completely forgot who it was. She's a nurse
Kate,
and sorry,
Kate, Kate
was it
Carroll.
Kate?
She's a nurse.
Oh yes, there we go. Yes, of course. So I mean, let me go back to that because that's incredible. Like you are a professional bikini athlete, one of the best in the world, and your full-time role is a paramedic. So how do you juggle the two together when there's so many other bikini pros who may operate as an online coach, so you have the opportunity to always work from home or not require maybe, I don't want to say there's not as much stress, but yours is a very demanding role. So how do you juggle the two?
I'm extremely disciplined. So I always meal prep and everything. I always have all my things with me. I always bring my food with me. So if like it's a super overcharged day, like it's back to back call, I always have my meal. So if I need to eat it cold, I will eat it cold. But there's always a microwave like in the hospital or like in gas station, so I can eat my meal and eat my meal in the truck. So I always have all my things. I'm doing contract in the north. I'm not working in my town anymore. I work in my town like for 12 years, but I do not work in my towns now. I'm just only doing contract in the north. So I'm driving between 6 and 9 hours to go work. I work like a few days between like sometimes 2 days to 7, 10 days regarding on prep and everything. Like actually, with since I'm pretty close to a show, I'm not doing 10 days in a row. Like it would be too much. I would be too tired. So I'm going to do like between 2 and 5 days in a row. But I'm always go to a place that I have access to a gym. It's my only gym, and when I give my like availabilities for working, I need a gym. So like I will go at this place, and this place. Because I know I can do all my things normally, even if I'm not at home.
You talk about meal prep. I mean, the meal prep I knew that would be the case, being disciplined and getting all your meals prepared.
Yeah.
But the one thing where you might be up against is that tiredness factor. You're getting close to a show, you maybe on low carbs, getting tired. Other people have that opportunity to maybe have a sleep, but you can't because
No,
like it's so demanding. So how do you manage fatigue and tiredness in a role like that? That's what I'm really interested to hear about.
I'm the only one that put me in that position. So it's a mindset work. Nobody forced me to do what I do. I do it by myself because I love it so much. So you need to be patient to stay calm and do what you have to do. So it can be like really hard because, like you said, we go low carbs, low food, high cardio, but I try to manage as much as possible to be as non-fatigue as possible at a point that I need to sleep. If I need, I'm not a nappy person, so for me it's a bit hard on that point. So I would like use a little bit more caffeine sometimes, but I try to really compensate. Like when I'm at home, I sleep a lot, so I try to like compensate. If I like a sleep for a few days, when I will be home, I will sleep a lot.
So what's the hardest thing to juggle being a paramedic and an IFBB Bikini Pro?
The hardest thing to struggle. Um, I don't have any hardest thing to struggle.
Sorry, I mean juggle. What's the hardest thing to juggle to find that balance between your job and also being a professional bikini athlete?
I don't have anything hard. Like I said, it's I really manage everything in advance. So I really prep all my things so I can do my job and I can do like my bodybuilding life both in the same time. Like it's really I'm really prepared when I quit like I when I go out for a job, I have like a big bag with all my dry fruit, another big bag with all like chicken, rice, and everything. So I'm so much prepared. So I think it's the reason why it's easy for me. I'm super well prepared. But it took time. It took time. It's been 2 years and I'm doing that. So I'm maybe just used of doing I'm doing that.
Well, it's truly amazing. It's truly, I'm always just amazed when people have such a demanding role like that, and yet still able to compete at the highest possible standard. Let's not forget, you won Tampa Pro. This isn't a small tier show. You
Mhm.
won one of the biggest shows around, and you're back at the Olympia, and you're going for a top 10 finish. You know, the
Yeah.
paramedic to Olympia. It's truly inspiring. And I'm sure there are many people who are inspired by your journey, showing what is possible through being disciplined and through being organized, which is clearly what is your strength. Look, I just want to wish you the very best of luck for the Olympia 2025. Super excited to see how this goes down and if you do achieve that goal of yours to break into the top 10.
Thank you so much.